Chinese business people buying up all sorts of clubs, including Villa, West Brom in the Midlands. 0345 900 1041 if you want to have your say while you call. Let's talk to Kerry Allen, one of our colleagues who works in the building here in Caversham for BBC Monitoring, one of our China media analysts. What do you know about these individuals, first of all, Kerry?
Well, the brother and sister own a holding company in China known as Runhe, and they own a number of underground shopping centres, and they've more or less built their wealth off the back of this. And they have been interested in football before. They put in a bid to buy Hull City back in September and failed to buy it.
You know why that didn't work out?
I'm not entirely sure.
Do we know, Tim?
There are suggestions that the due diligence didn't go well for them, but I have definitely not heard that through any authority at all, so that could be a load of nonsense. We basically don't know for sure.
We're not quite sure, and as far as we're aware, they're still trying to buy it anyway. So they made their money through underground shopping centres.
Yes.
How deep are their pockets? I mean, this is a big question for fans. How rich are these people?
They're pretty wealthy.
Excellent.
This has been a larger trend in China as a whole, that business owners who have millions, billions, have been investing in UK and also European football teams. So there are Chinese owners of Aston Villa, West Brom, the Wolverhampton Wanderers, and this goes right up to the top. I mean, China's wealthiest man, Wang Cetong, he owns an investment in a large football team as well. So this has become, this is partly because President Xi Jinping in China he's putting a lot of investment into football over the next 10 years, and he's setting a target for China to be a world's footballing superpower.
So he likes football, basically, or football's the kind of trendy thing to be interested in investing in. And do you think it's a business opportunity in terms of thinking, well, if we buy Reading or Hull or whoever it is, get them to the Premier League, then we can get millions of fans in China, and there'll be TV rights and shirt sales and all those kind of things? Or
definitely. Yes.
Is that where this is coming from, do you think?
Well, there are two ideas where this is coming from, and one is recently a leading Chinese company, Suning, bought the broadcasting rights to air the Premiership football from 2019 to 2022. So football is going to get a lot more prominence in China in the next few years. But also because the president is such a big fan, this is a real signal that from companies that they toe the party line, and that they're in with Xi Jinping.
Right, we're in with the president. So this could be pretty good
news, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, my source yesterday I was talking to at the Medeski Stadium basically reiterated exactly what you said, that they are super wealthy, which is music to my ears.
We're talking billionaires.
We're talking billionaires.
Big time, yeah, but many times
big
over.
Time billionaires,
yeah,
right.
And no problem with the amount of money they've got. There's already moves to try and encourage them to invest in the club come the January transfer window. But I think it's the demographic. We've always said about Reading, it's close to Heathrow. These two Chinese potential consortium, the brother and sister, flying in and out of London all the time for their current businesses anyway. So, Reading's just down the M4. It's a terrific position. They're not other local clubs really competing for the same crowd. So actually, as a foreign investor, you look at Reading, demographically, geographically, it's well set up, isn't it?
Crossrail's coming, so it's a good place to be buying anything. Really interesting, Kerry. Thank you for doing some homework for us on that front. Much appreciated. So, that's Kerry from BBC Monitoring. Later